Hey guys, what is going on? Sleeping Next 77, aka Kyle, and welcome to my trick room. If you've seen the other videos today, I did mistake the weeks. The battle with Leo was week 8, and battle with Sin was week 9. Week 10, I did forfeit to Nate. So we are sitting at a measly 2-9 right now through 11 weeks after our 3-0 loss to Dan last week. But we have one job and one job only this week, and that is playing Elliot and his Chicago Cubchoos and doing our best to keep him out of the playoffs. It is a do or die game for him. So, without any further ado, we are going to look at the teams and see what he brought and what I brought. A very big game for both of us, actually. I mean, I felt, if you did hear me from the last battle, I did feel a little bit more confident than I did after that battle against Dan, even though it was a 3-0. I did feel a little bit more confident after that, but in looking at Elliot's team, this matchup, especially against Tapu Koko, Holuchi, that combo very, very scary, especially for my team, because I don't have a lot of ways to counter that. So, he does bring the Tapu Koko, the Roserade, Donphan, Durant, Umbreon, and the Volcanion. No Holucha, no Mega Garchomp, two big threats that I was very, very scared of not coming, so that's good news for me. I bring Kricketune, Shiftry, Mega Gardevoir, Dugtrio, Cloyster, and Necrozma to close out the season. I'm going for Sticky Webs and doing my best to try and keep his stuff off. I did bring Defog, Shiftry, which kind of counteracts, I guess, what I was going for with Sticky Webs, but I figure if I get Sticky Webs, then I don't really need to defog. Just kind of because if I send out Shiftry, then that would scare out Donphan. So he does have Rapid Spinner in that thing, obviously in Donphan. I think they gave Fog to Coco via Move Tutor in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Don't hold me to that though, but I wasn't too scared of that thing having defog. So without any further ado though, we're just going to hop right into this battle. Again, I am leading off with the Kricketune against the Tapu Koko. I am Focus Sash, so I know that any one hit is not going to take me out, and it's free webs, so free webs for days. He is going to send out Sangha of the Thunder, and whenever I see that name, I need to say it in Paradox Brothers voice. So I send out Sub Alert, whoop, and Electric Surge does go up. I am just going to go for Sticky Webs here, and he's going to go for the Iron Hit, which is a good tech on his part for my Mega Gardevoir, and of course I flinch. He does Thunderbolt, and I'm thinking, well, I am more than dead because it is a Thunderbolt from a Koko in electric terrain, but I am very specially defensive this week, and I live on 20. So yeah, good play on my part. I just go for the Sticky Webs again, so I do have the Sticky Webs up. I am going to send out Trap-a-Mole here, which is my choice Scarf Dugtrio this week. It's going to outspeed anything bar a Scarf on this Koko, but this Koko does have a berry, the ground berry, the Shucka Berry. That's what it's called, the Shucka Berry. And it is going to weaken the damage, and he is going to just U-turn, which is going to do about half of my damage, and he is going to withdraw and send out Dumbo, which is the Donphan. And he is, I figure he's going to either Rapid Spin or just set up webs on my part of the field. Or set up webs, set up rocks on my part of the field, so I am just going to send out Shiftry here. He is just going to Rapid Spin my webs off, and that's completely fine. Kricketune did all it could. I tried to use a Kricketune, but it just wasn't meant to be. So he is going to withdraw the Dumbo here, and he is going to send out Mauna Loa, which is the Volcanion. I am just going to go for the Leaf Blade. I don't really have anything that wants to wants to withdraw into this thing. So I am just going to go for the Sucker Punch. He goes for the Fire Blast, which is going to miss, thank God. And I am going to finish this thing off with a second Sucker Punch to the face. So Shifter gets a kill against Volcanion, which is something that, one, you don't hear every day, and two, Shifter getting a kill is just phenomenal in itself. And I'm going to send, he is going to send out Coco. Obviously he does have U-turn, he does have Dazzling Gleam. I'm just gonna go for another Sucker Punch. Learning my lesson from last week, no matter what, just go for the Sucker Punch, or learning my lesson from the Battle from Sin. He is just gonna U-turn, and that is easily going to take me out, no matter on what planet this thing is. So he is just gonna withdraw. He is going to send out Yin, which is his Umbreon, which is obviously going to bait out my Mega Gardevoir, but it is my Mega Gardevoir, so I can take this thing on pretty well one-on-one. I am just going to Mega Evolve, obviously, because I have to, and I am just going to hit this thing up with a Hyper Voice. I know it's obviously going to live, I am not modest, and obviously it's an Umbreon, so it is going to be very bulky, but it does a little bit more damage than I thought it would. So he is just going to fire off the Toxic. He does not miss, and I know that this thing is going to be Leftovers, Protect, Wish, Toxic stuff type of thing. So I'm predicting the Protect here. I don't want to withdraw though. I am just going to ride it out with Mega Gardevoir. If he wants to withdraw into something else, that's when I'll make my move. But I don't know whether or not he wanted to keep this Umbreon alive. I am going to find out right here though, as I take a little bit more poison damage. I'm completely fine with a Mega Guard to Umbreon trade-off here, because Mega Guard doesn't really hit too much. It does obviously hit the Roserade. It hits Donphan pretty well. It gets that sturdy off. But all in all, I'm fine with letting it go here. He is going to send out Special K, which is the Durant. I just go for the Hyper Voice here, as he does go for the Iron Head. I didn't know whether he was going to Hone Claws. I felt like maybe he would Hone Claws there for the accuracy boost, but he doesn't, and he just decides to kill me with Iron Head. I'm going to send out Choice Scarfed Doug Trio here, and I am going to go for the Memento. If this thing wants to Hone Claws, now is a great opportunity, but he is going to be at -2, and at the cost of my life. But he does decide to go for the Iron Head, and I'm thinking, great, this is a perfect opportunity for me to send out this Necrozma. If he doesn't flinch me, if he doesn't want to flinch me, that's completely fine. But no, he decides to go for the Bug Z move, and I'm thinking, oh crap, I hope I have enough defense to live this, even at -2. It's still Hustle, it's still from a Durant, which is insane. And he just decides he is going to go for the Savage Spin Out, and this whole time I am completely worried, just worried. And it does take me down to 49, which is fine. I'm going to autotomize and raise my speed, and I am going to fire back with my own Z move, which is Earth Power in this case. And it is going to be a continental, no, it's not, is it? No, wait, what is it called? It's Tectonic Rage, that's what it is. Tectonic Rage for the ground one. Continental Crush is the rock one, which is the one that I used against Sin. So, maybe a bit of overkill on the Durant, but not really. I wanted to make sure that I definitely killed this thing, because I did not think that Earth Power was going to kill it, and it is a Durant. Obviously, this thing still has Sturdy too. He is going to send out Donphan, and I'm thinking to myself, if he sends out Roserade here, I may be dead, because Roserade is pretty specially bulky, but he does decide to send out Donphan. Donphan is going to Earthquake here, and take out my Necrozma, so I have one chance, and one chance alone, and that one chance is Elite Four Dan and Oyster. So, I am just going to go for the Shell Smash here, because I have to, no matter what. No matter what I had to do, I had to go for the Shell Smash here. If he goes for a Stone Edge and crits kills me, then that's good GG on his part. But he doesn't, he just decides to go for the safe Earthquake, which is completely fine on his part. It is not even going to do half to me. and I am going to be on E3, and I am just going to go for the liquidation because I am very obviously faster than this thing. I'm pretty sure the only priority move that that Donphan gets is Sucker Punch, or not Sucker Punch, excuse me, Ice Shard, which is something that I had instead of Icicle Spear because of the Hawlucha, because of the Garchomp. It was going to do a lot. At +2, thank God Ice Shard kills this Roserade, and I'm thinking, holy crap, I actually did this. I actually defeated Elliot. I'm just gonna go for the Ice Shard here. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. This thing doesn't get any known priority moves to me. I'm just gonna go for the Ice Shard, and I'm going to take out the Tapu Koko, and with a 1-0, we defeat the Chicago Cubchoos and GalacticElliot, and we keep GalacticElliot out of the playoffs. So very good battle to Elliot. That battle could have gone either way for quite a bit, but in the end was Montreal 2 Canadiens taking the 1-0 victory and finishing our season at 3-9. At this point, I would just like to thank the NPA for inviting me to this season to be a part. Even though I did take over a team, I made the joke that, you know, it only took me 12 weeks, but I think I finally figured out my team. I felt like that was one of the better games that I had played. A team that I had wasn't going to win by a large margin. It wasn't going to sweep teams. It was going to whittle them down and then try and sweep it in the end. It was not going to be a 3-0 or a 4-0 team. It was going to be a 2-0 or a 1-0 at best. So again, thank you to Jodor and the NPA for inviting me to take over for Data Dave and his Arcanines. I completely forget what his city was. I do apologize, Dave, but yeah, Atlanta Arcanines, that's what it was. Your Montreal 2 Canadiens do hope to be back next season, and if we're not, then we are going to be taking a long break from Draft League. So I will get into that hopefully a little bit later, as I don't want this video to drag on too long. But until next time, guys, I am Sleeping Knight 77, your coach of the Montreal 2 Canadiens, and I am going to go to sleep. Good night.